Hi, I'm Paul Wilson. I'm the creator of Swing Machine Golf and the director of the Paul Wilson Golf School at Bears Best Las Vegas. In this tip, I'm going to teach you how to stop pulling the golf ball. I've seen a lot of questions and comments, and a lot of people tend to pull the golf ball a little bit to the left for a right-handed golfer when they're hitting their shots. So what we want to do is understand why we're pulling it. Well, if you're pulling the golf ball, what's happening is you're in a position where the golf club is swinging what's called over the top. So from right here, if we imagine that there's a plane line underneath or through my body and out the other end, that's our swing plane. From right here, we want our golf club to stay on that plane to about here. Then it's going to leave the plane. Then as we come down, it's going to flatten and be parallel to that plane, and then back on plane as we're coming into impact and through. Okay, so it'll still be on plane, then it'll leave the plane a little bit as well into the finish. Okay, so but what we're concerned about is in this area here. Now, if you're over the top, what that means is your golf club is swinging to the top like this, and then it's coming down, but it's swinging to the left. Okay, from right here, it's over the top of this plane. So that causes the golf club to swing to the left. Now, if you're hitting the golf ball with the face square, with a club moving to the left, you will hit the ball straight to the left. If the face is even more closed, you will hit it left, and then it will spin even further left. So that's called a pull hook. So some of this stuff will apply for a pull hook as well, and I'll try and get to that towards the end. But what you need to know is your golf club is swinging to the left. The face is square to that path. It's very simple. Now, what we have to do is we have to stop the club from coming over the top. Now, let's understand why it's coming over the top. The golf club is coming over the top because you're trying to hit with the arms. Your arms are starting the downswing first. And in that process, what happens is you go to the top like this. Your arms are moving before your body's moving. In that process, your body, your upper body, starts to tip a little bit to the left. And in that process, that determines that the path of the golf club will swing to the left. If you don't believe me, just go out to the driving range, hit a bunch of shots, and tilt to the left and watch where your ball goes. Then tilt to the right and see where your ball goes. Your body affects the direction of your shot. If the ball is going a little to the left, your body is tilted left on the way down. It may be fractionally. It may be just for a millisecond. But keep in mind that as soon as you start the path and it's determined at the top, if you're a little bit over the top, you will be over the top by the time you hit the golf ball. That's because from here to there is a quarter of a second in time. You can't change the path once you've determined it. So if we're up at the top like this, and in this first instance, you move a tiny, tiny bit to the left, you will hit the ball to the left because the path is over the top. And if the face is square to that path, that's what I'm assuming. Okay, so we need to stop our body from tilting to the left in the downswing. Now, throughout the years, I've cured 1 million pulls in my life, and this works every single time. So all we have to do is we have to get the body starting before the golf club moves. Now, we're going to take a look at it again from here. The concept is simple. In a golf swing, you have mass and it's swinging around an axis. So here's our axis, here's the mass swinging around it. Easiest way to think about it is a weight on a piece of string. If you picked it up and you twirled it, the hand is always one step ahead of the weight. If you pick up the weight and you twirl it, the weight will always want to go to 90 degrees to the axis or the hand. It will always want to go to 90 degrees if it's moving its fastest. So if we're up at our top of our backswing, this is our weight, this is our string, this is you twirling it. If we're up at the top like this, all we have to do is start this first and get it ahead of this. If we do, this will want to go to 90 degrees. That means it's not going away from 90 degrees anymore. If I'm right here and I turn my body, it will flatten, and now I'll be in a situation where the club is swinging out at the ball instead of over the top. And in the process of using my lower body, we'll just take a look at it from here. If I use my lower body in my downswing, it's like hitting the accelerator on a car. When I go like this, my upper body falls backwards. That means that I'll be tilted slightly to the right when I hit the ball instead of tilted to the left. Okay, so we're going to cure the pull by understanding the pull. The golf club is slightly over the top. The face is square to that line. That means that our wrists are working because the face is square. If our wrists were all locked up, you would be slicing the ball. You're not doing that. So it's not even a hands and arms problem at all. In the 3 elements I teach, wrists loose, body rotation, and constant forward tilt, our wrists are loose in our golf swing because the face is square. It's a body problem because we're swinging a little over the top. If we tilt left, the ball will start left. So we need to fix the body rotational problem. Okay, so all we're doing is we're getting to the top. We're not going to be hitting anymore. Totally relax our arms. We're going to use the lower body to initiate the downswing. And in that process, we're going to tip a little to the right, and then we're going to have the path slightly from the inside. So what you want to do a couple of drills to get you the proper feeling, okay? First one is just this. You go to the top like this, and take your belt buckle and point it back at the golf ball. Try to keep your hands up here because we need the lower body ahead of the golf club. Okay, so we got to get our lower body ahead of the club. That will get our body starting first. The club will flatten and then be swinging out at it on the way down. Next thing we can do is just hold our golf club up in the air like this. If you hold the club up in the air and you do practice swings, there's no ball to hit. So if there's no ball to hit, that'll allow you to relax your arms and get the body rotation ahead of the golf club. If I do it towards the camera, I'll just exaggerate it for you so that you can see the actual movement. And then you need to apply this to your golf swing. So from right here, you're going to see my body move first and then the club come whipping through. So right here, I'm just exaggerating a little bit, okay? But that's what we need. We need our body to get ahead of the golf club. So from right here, you see my body move and then the club comes whipping through, okay? So holding the golf club up in the air is a great way to feel your body getting ahead of the golf club. If your body gets ahead, the club shaft will flatten, then it will be swinging out at the ball, okay? So if you're, one other thing, if you're pull hooking the ball, you've basically got the same thing. You're over the top, so the club is swinging to the left. It's just that the face is a little too closed. So in that case, I would definitely check the grip so that you neutralize your grip, because if your grip is strong and you roll this over, you're going to close the face and you're going to get the right to left curvature of a pull hook for a right-handed golfer. Okay, so definitely check your grip. Make sure it's neutralized. If you're still pull hooking it, make sure you're not thinking about rolling this over. You don't have to think about rolling that over because the club face is already going to square and then beyond square. All you have to do is get the lower body initiating the downswing, and then for you too, the golf club will flatten, and then you'll turn that pull hook probably into a draw. So that would be a lot better shot than pull hooking it, that's for sure. Okay, so hopefully you get it. Turn the arms off. Quit trying to hit the ball so hard, especially from up here, okay? Turn the arms off, initiate with the lower. That'll flatten the club, and then you'll swing out at it, and you'll fix your pull. And if you fix your grip, you'll fix the pull hook too. Okay? Please ask your questions, post your comments below. I'll try to get to as many as I can.